Hello and welcome to another update video about ETH. So ETH seems to be going the pathway of a larger B wave here. One of the counts I showed you yesterday, I showed you a couple. The first count, we did say that it looks as if it's following through to the downside in an ending diagonal in a C wave, so A, B, C. However, due to the rally here, which is quite substantial, well, you know, have to take the context into account. It's not really a substantial rally yet, but it's too large for an ending diagonal. So I'm thinking this might have morphed into this yellow WXY correction. It's at least one of the possibilities I'm observing. If this is a high B wave, it should, however, not go much further. We have already reached the resistance area for a wave B. B waves, as you know, they can be very shallow. They can be very long. They can even overshoot, even though, yeah, it can be. It would just make the whole thing more complex and would generate a new fake out. So just always be mindful of that possibility. So above 1855, it is either an overshooting B wave likely or very high B wave, or we're already in the breakout. But either way, the trend is up. I've mentioned that many times. The expectation would be to get another extension higher, either in circle wave 5 or in this larger degree wave 5. Next resistance will be around $1,900, so we can take a look at that on the daily chart. But the idea would be that either we react now to this, okay, or we have definitely increased the likelihood of a direct breakout and wave 4 is already in. Then it would have been a running flat, okay? It would be a running flat, basically A wave, B wave, C wave, or if this here, yeah, comes down now, then it's a WXY structure which has been forming or has formed, okay? WXY, and in the Y wave we have an A, B, C. But either way, both wouldn't be bearish. Both are basically bullish scenarios, especially as long as the 1671 support level is holding. This is why we've got these two different support areas for both scenarios, either that wave 4 is already in, or that we come down lower in the Y wave. Yeah. So as I said, this wave 4 can be useful for gridding, scaling in, scaling out, maybe even a grid bot. But the main focus in a wave 4 is typically on preserving capital, because you can get so many fake outs and stuff like that. So it's sometimes better just to focus on the larger trend, which is definitely up. So any pullback can be used to scale in, any rally can be used to scale out. It's just an idea how this can be traded. Yeah, how, in my opinion, such a correction, which can be very frustrating in a wave 4, can be traded. If this is a running flat, it would be quite bullish. So running flat basically indicates we had here our first corrective wave. The second corrective wave, in this case, it would be an A, B, and then the C wave down. The B wave made a new price extreme because it's quite bullish, and the C wave down here couldn't make it below the low of the A wave. So that's all quite bullish, but it would need to confirm that by breaking above 1876. Only then we really know that we are in the breakout. And now to understand where we could be heading, let's take a look at our daily chart. But again, you know, it could be that the yellow count and might test the lower support area again, which is something that always happens, these WXY corrections. So we have here on the ETH chart this descending price channel. ETH tested it already, as you can see here, basically, okay? I mean, trend lines are to a degree subjective, so you could argue we haven't really touched it yet. It will be around $1,890, $1,900. There's also here the 78.6 retracement level at 1895. You can see how this Fibonacci resistance has started to slow the price down. It's also where you see on the volume profile, I have to add the VRVP 1 second, increased historical volume, visible range volume profile. So you can see here there's this block of historical volume. Actually, I need to change it slightly. I don't have enough rows, so let's just do that quickly. So, gives a bit more detail when we change the number of rows. Yeah, you see here, this is all the historical volume which slows the price down. So a break above it really would then, I mean, again, that aligns basically with that $1,895, $1,900 level. Above that, there isn't much, okay? Yes, if I zoom out, it would increase a bit, but still, the main spike of historical volume, which means we're entering the choppy range, is here. So that could be a bit of a breakout point there, above the trend channel, above the 78.6 Fib level, and above the volume profiles. And then it could take it to 2030 and then 2150 next. It could also lead to a situation in which ETH might outperform Bitcoin when we finally break through here through all of these resistances. That's my update about ETH. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.